On to chapter 9. Those who prove worthy. There's something hidden down here? Nope. Something behind. Come on, press.
So who do you think these guys are?
Those who prove false, I guess. I think Avery or Thomas too were just trying to scare us.
Good thing we're jaded treasure hunters.
Good thing.
Good thing you're jaded, yeah. Okay, let's see what the note says. Choose sigil. What's he doing in Scotland? For those who prove worthy, paradise awaits. For those who prove false, behold your grim fate. Blah blah. Anything else? Nope. Yeah, we gotta explore fast before this whole place gets
bridge
blown.
Looks about as safe as the others.
It's held up this long.
Famous last words.
Gotta run, gotta jump, gotta run, gotta jump. Oh shit.
It's okay, it's holding, come on.
Are you nuts?
These bridges are clearly not built to code.
Sure they are.
This one.
Pirate code. Not bad. Oh no. I still have rocks in my shoes from the last 10 slides.
His weak ass jump. So there's two paths, one dead end, one proper. And I mean these bridges are there for hundreds of years through all of the elements and all of the bullshit, and they're still standing. Of course they're built to pirate good.
I'm a pro at this by now.
So, did two build this place with Avery? I can't make sense of it.
Neither can I. If Avery's trying to hide his treasure, why involve another pirate?
Maybe he saw him as a part of his crew. Maybe he sent him one of those St. Dismas crosses.
Yeah, maybe two took all the treasure for himself.
Please don't say that.
We're gonna find out soon enough.
Maybe the two of them were best buddies, you know, best friends that hug each other and kiss each other in history and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe? Jesus, what the shit is this?
Well, we're not going back that way.
At least we didn't get dropped in a pit or something.
That's next. The pit is next.
This is elaborate.
You could say that.
Why are they constantly still blowing shit up? Also,
Found
wow.
another switch.
Careful.
Yeah, somebody was already here. Who knows when? He's just still standing there.
I'm just gonna take the hand down. Whoa. Jesus.
It's a pretty elaborate test. Trial?
Yeah. And this guy clearly failed.
And let's do better. There's something on the bottom there.
It's a bucket.
Huh. Okay. Now what?
Fill the bucket with water.
Bucket filled.
All right, pass it up to me.
Still have no idea what I'm doing.
Put it back in that big wheel thingy.
Alright, let's see what these wheels do. Okay, I think I see what's going on here.
Something with the 3 crosses?
Yeah. I'm guessing we're looking at Jesus, our good thief Dismas, and the jerk thief Gestus.
I'm gonna figure the white cross is Dismas.
So the black one is Gestus. There we go. Hey, Sam. Was Dismas to the left of Jesus?
Well, are you looking at them from the front or the back?
The front.
Then, yeah, he was on the left.
Okay, that's what I've got.
Okay. Yeah, I got this puzzle. And to the left. And to the left. And
Check it out. Something up there moved when you put the bucket on top.
There's a channel running from the mechanism to the door.
Okay, so bucket on top is good. Keep it there.
Okay, that's gotta be it.
Let's find out.
Let's. So you're gonna pull the switch?
Oh, no. I'd hate to deprive you of that privilege.
Of course.
why don't you tie the switch to something, I don't know, rope, then pull it? Let's see if we kill Nate.
Nathan, look. I think you got it.
All right, see?
Oh, shishkinates. No make kebabs today.
Kebabs.
So, if that was a test, what do you suppose it was testing exactly? Filling a bucket?
I had to know about St. Dismas, whom I bet Avery and all of his crew were intimately familiar with.
Not that hard of a test.
Maybe it's not the only one.
I like how Nate has a journal for each of these adventures. I mean, who knows how many, but what reaching into that thing felt like. Is that somebody's mouth? Brain, eye, wet cat. Oh boy. More tests, but going whichever way. How is this cave still standing after all of the explosions up above? I will never know. Nobody will never know. We're probably gonna destroy this thing like, in 5 minutes or so. Okay, let's lower ourselves down a bit. And then over there.
Hey, come here. I'll boost you up there.
Coming.
Come on, Sam,
Okay.
teleport.
I'm guessing we need to get up to that broken bridge.
I am thoroughly
Good
inclined.
guess. Let's look for a way up.
That Sam is actually not being chased by some, well, let's say, evil dictator from Panama, but is actually working for Rafa or Nadine. I think, maybe, or something like that. Like some sort of double, triple, quadruple game. I don't know. He's just using Nate because he knows Nate is really good at this. Well, I could have climbed up there where you are, but never mind, I did it the stupid way. Is
They're
that?
sure not making this easy, are they?
I imagine it was easier when all the bridges and walkways weren't broken.
I guess we're a couple hundred years late. Let's see what's in here.
Sam, wait for us.
There's a low ceiling here. Watch it. Ow!
Watch my
Can it? This way.
Yeah, I'm betting
here?
Sam is gonna betray us. So
Some light
hard.
through here.
I'm gonna go over here and... it's a labyrinth. Okay, I'll leave.
Ah, catacombs.
That makes sense. We're under a cathedral.
And the other guys haven't found this? 15 years? That's debatable. Also, who builds like that? Cars like that? Put stuff like that?
Hold on. What? Listen.
Anything noteworthy by the dormitories?
Not unless you count some cleverly worded headstones.
Have you finished digging by the chapter house?
We have, ma'am. The northwest sites are wide open as well.
And what about the southern perimeter?
Not yet. It'll take us a day to move the crane over there.
Nadine.
Make it happen. In the meantime, see what you can dig up about it.
I'll send a couple of men over right away.
Good. Rafe, any luck with those manuscripts?
We have a minute.
Keep me updated.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you hear? They found a whole annexed area under the cathedral.
I did. Have you seen it?
No? Why?
Because there wasn't much left after they'd finished finding it.
My men have been a bit liberal with the
They're like
dynamite.
100 well-armed bulls in a china shop.
But they've made more progress in 2 days than we've made in months.
Progress. I can't analyze rubble.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where's she
I'll let them know
that
they need to give you a heads up before they do anything drastic.
Or you can tell them to sit tight until I analyze the few clues that haven't been blown up.
No, we can't sit around waiting any longer.
All due respect, I think I have a bit more experience with this sort of thing than you do.
We tried things your way.
Bullshit. You've been wanting to level this place ever since we got here.
No! I wanted to steal that cross long before it ever even made it to that auction. The same auction where I couldn't have my men around to deal with any surprises.
The auction was the cleanest way
But
to get the
instead of
cross.
going with my gut, I listened to you. And now we have competition.
Well, I didn't think he'd show up.
Or maybe you wanted to draw him out.
Why the hell would I do that?
Because you think you need him. And maybe you do. Point is, I'm done trying to do things the clean way. If the treasure is here, we'll find it. And if not, well... maybe it's time to move on, huh? Hey. It's not personal.
Of course.
I'll let you know if anything turns up.
Let's get moving before they blow that treasure to bits. Oh, stop making out. Wait. You think she was right, though? About what? About Rafe wanting to draw you out. As long as he doesn't get the upper hand, who cares? Doesn't matter.
It turns out, like if you heard them,
What
didn't you hear them?
annexed area you suppose they were talking about?
There's gotta be some side chamber because we're the only ones here.
Okay, there's something over there.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind me, I'm grabbing a shiny. Computer box and like 20 shinies in between that I missed. Okay, this is the main way to, but there was... No, that's where we came out from. Jesus, I'm dumb. Like the cinematic was hours long and I forgot where we came from. Okie dokie. We need that box.
A little too high to jump up there unless you got a trampoline.
Left it in my backyard.
Oh, darn. Wait, do you have a trampoline?
I wish.
Yep, that's where we need to go. And swing and die. Okay, so don't swing all the way there. Just gonna do this so it triggered this, blah blah blah. They're gonna talk. Who knows what? Just gonna go back. Slide down, swing a little bit here, swing a
A
little.
little too high to jump up there unless you got a trampoline.
Left it in my backyard.
Oh, darn. Wait, do you have a trampoline?
I wish.
We don't got a trampoline, but we got a box.
Oh, look at you.
One crate coming up.
Thank you, good sir.
What, you're not even gonna push it, Sam? I need to do everything? Ooh.
Jesus. Well, we're definitely getting closer to the cathedral.
What's left of it?
Yeah, honestly, they've been blowing up everything. In 15 years, you could excavate this
Gotta
thing.
say, this is far more sophisticated than I was expecting.
Me too. Must have taken years to build.
Spared no expense to hide 400 million bucks.
Oh, he spent 400 million bucks to hide 400 million.
Here goes
bucks.
nothing.
Well, should I jump? That doesn't feel logical.
It's a good thing you're not heavier than the crate.
Okay. Made it.
What's the plan?
I'm working on it.
Okay, so like this.
We can hook our ropes onto this. That'll work.
Secret passageway? No. Okay. Whee! Perfect.
Who needs bridges?
Oh, no, I wouldn't mind bridges, per se.
I'm such a badass.
Well, can't go through there.
So how do we get through?
Over here.
Silence. I don't know, are there actually caves with like these kinds of weird ass hexagonal stones?
This place wasn't completely falling apart. We'd probably be trapped again.
Nathan, look around you.
Holy crap. This must have been another test, but it all just crumbled into the ocean.
Well, I guess the test now is... How the hell do we get to the other side?
Well, let me write into my journal and I'll figure it out. April 1701. Let it be known that I, Thomas Howard, captain of the Dauntless, am a gullible fool. It started with the cross, a cryptic message from my old compatriot with a vague promise of paradise. I was skeptical, but the thought of living the remainder of my days at home wondering what might have been was too much to bear. And one does not ignore a letter from the King of Pirates. I survived being marooned off the coast of Madagascar. I survived the attack of the East Indiaman Pembroke. East Indiaman Pembroke. Jesus. Marooned off the coast of Madagascar. That's also... But I will not survive this. My leg is broken, my crew too cowardly to set foot in these damned caverns. Cannot hear my calls for help. Who could have imagined my deeds would bring me here to die an ignoble death so far from home? May God himself curse you, Henry Avery, and may my ghost haunt you the rest of your days. So this was before Avery died? Or what? And this was a test for pirates to see who deserves the treasure? He just wrote this before he died? Some people are amazing, like, they know they're fucked and they just let me put up a journal to screw with somebody who comes here next. And yeah, this was probably a
really
test.
safe-looking wooden seesaw thing might do the trick.
Worth a shot.
Yeah, test that got destroyed halfway through.
Well, here goes nothing.
Move, Nate, move, Nate, move. Well, good thing you have a brother there. Sam? Are you gonna be of any use or not?
Nathan, stop! You won't make it, you're too low. I'll weigh it down, go. Made it! Alright! Now, what about me?
Right, just let me look around.
Cool. I'll just hang out here. Check out all that machinery. It really makes you appreciate everything that goes into making one of these death traps.
Don't be glib.
Who's being glib? This is a marvel of human engineering. Any luck?
Yeah, give me a sec. Okay, I found something to weigh down the seesaw.
Excellent.
Come on, grab it. Jesus. Grab the thing. Okay, it's not gonna weigh it down, it's gonna launch you. So, hold on to your pants and underwear.
Heavier than I am.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. There we go. Hey, nice air time.
Well, if treasure hunting doesn't work out, we can always join the circus.
Oh, crap.
Oh shit. That is
I
enough.
got you. There, thanks.
Now push
There's
Nate
another
off.
test down.
Yeah, at this point, I'd rather take another death trap.
At this point, I hope we're at the end of this thing. Come on.
Okay.
Okay, getting a bit dramatic with the statues here.
Seriously, why decorate a treasure burial site?
Or build elaborate tests. I mean, either we're missing something, or Avery was really bored.
Like, how many years did it took him to make this? Like, this isn't done in like a year. This is done in like many years. At least there's no spikes. I mean, maybe. Probably.
Ugh. I'll never get used to this.
Promise of paradise.
It's another cross. At least this one has some jewels on it, right?
Whoa, don't touch it.
Why?
Look at it. It's the only valuable thing we've seen in this cave.
Right.
This is another test.
Agreed.
Yeah. Or lack thereof.
Okay, so...
It's gotta be the coins.
Are we sure about this?
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure we'll have to do.
Just one now.
Agreed. I got it. Please don't be a trap.
Madagascar.
You recognize the shape?
It's Madagascar.
I knew it.
Look.
Yeah.
Star right here.
It's Kings Bay.
Yes, it is.
Son of a bitch. He's screwing with us.
What are you talking about?
Avery, he's screwing with us. This was supposed to be it, so where's the goddamn treasure, huh? I mean, Kings Bay, great. Well, what's next? North Pole? Outer space?
Cool.
Nathan.
For those who prove worthy, paradise awaits. He was recruiting.
Who was recruiting?
Avery was recruiting.
Recruiting for what?
Finally, they blow up the right area.
Ah, crap.
You gentlemen are very, very noisy. Guns on the floor. Slowly. Must have known you from last time.
Throwing me out a window didn't do it for you?
Rafe. Rafe, come in.
I'm at the graveyard. Nadine, hey, we're here.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now.
What? Where are you?
Come back to the cathedral. Follow the holes.
I'm on my way. And for God's sakes, don't shoot him yet.
Might want to hurry then. Kings Bay.
Yeah, but, where in Kings Bay? You'll need that cross over there to figure it out, but there's only 2 people that can tell you how to use it.
Let me guess. You two.
I'll leave it to Rafe. You're gonna be waiting a long time.
Sorry, boys. I'm not here to negotiate. Bring me the crucifix.
It's not a crucifix.
What?
Well, technically, a crucifix refers to a cross that... You know what? Never mind.
Don't touch it!
Shit, they didn't clear in time. Oh fuck. Oh great.
Get out of there, I'll cover you! On it!
I'll take the long way around. Okie dokie, this ain't bad.
I'm okay! Get off this thing!
Yes, one interesting sequence.
Come on!
One weird ass sequence.
You like that? Stay there!
Sam, I'm getting my way.
That's for you!
Okay, they're
What's
dead.
the plan? I'm working on it.
Well, the plan is we destroyed another valuable historical piece.
We gotta go up to get out! Here we go! No!
Ow, 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 ow.
That works! Hey, Sam! Coming!
Thanks, Sam. I'll cover you somehow.
Sit down!
Sam, you really need to start killing these guys.
We really kicked the hornet's nest, didn't we? We kicked it, punched it, and set it on fire.
No shinies. Okay. I'm still constantly pressing R1, which I shouldn't. Otherwise I'll blow myself up. Oh, and talk about blowing myself up. Or blowing them up. Oh, he's got a shotgun. Let me heal up. You want shotgun or you want both? I think he got both. Ah, screw you and your fucking dynamite. Where's the other guy? Great, killed him. Cool. Trying to look for shinies in this stinking ass sequence. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, you flushed us out.
God damn it, Nate, I can hear the fireworks from here. What the hell's going on?
Long story. Short version is get us the hell out of here.
Yeah, figured. Hold tight. Be there as soon as I can.
Okay, shotgun ammo. Cool. I don't know how useful it's gonna be, but let's hope so. Oh, shit. Okay, the turn's down. No, you don't. No, you bloody don't. Or you. No, get off that turret. Anybody else want to go to the turret? Shit, 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 shit. Eat this. Anybody else want to go to the turret? Come on. Like that. Okay, time to get close and personal. Shit.
Sure, little brother. That's it. Let's keep moving.
Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Go, 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 go. All the action movie quotes.
Oh shit, Sam, sniper! Find cover!
Fuck. Not here. And I'm almost out of bullets. I should have reloaded.
Up there! More!
What? No, they're gone. Whee! Shit. Crap. Oh, I shot the guy behind him by accident. Oh, you bastard. Fucking explosives. Come on, peek out. Peek. more sniper ammo, which is decent. Give me bullets. Well, when in Rome, climb this. Nope, this ain't it. So this ain't where we need to go. Surprisingly so. No, I still don't believe we need to go there. Just... Huh. Or maybe just here.
Keep running! Don't stop! Is this how it always is for you?
No! Kind of. Yeah. Yes. Yes, definitely.
Shit. Okay, no running. No, just keep running. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, the guy upstairs.
Until we hit the water.
Thanks, Sam, for covering my back. Or not. Pistole. Nah. Oh, maybe. That ain't gonna find you. Save you. Ah, come on.
Sam! Down here! Damn! Forget about that, man! Keep moving!
I could have exploded him. Oh wait, you leaving me, Sam? Come on. Why? Asshole. We're gonna Spider-Man our way out. You could have at least shot a few.
Gotta get past these guys!
Come on, peek out. Peek out.
great.
Ah, fucking hell.
Boys, they're shooting at my plane! Hurry the hell up or your ride's gonna sink!
Okay, now I'm gonna switch to the other gun, maybe. To be fair, I could have ran, probably.
Here we go! Get ready! Oh, this is gonna stop!
It's gonna be so cold!
Hurry, get her going! Quick!
Go! Go!
Warm blanket time.
That was a close one, huh?
They shot up my goddamn plane, Nate.
We're fine, thanks. How soon can you get us to Madagascar?
No treasure, then.
Not yet. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we're rich.
Jesus. Suppose it's a start. You think the rest is in Madagascar?
Well, there was a chamber back there with a
giant map of Madagascar on the floor, so... yeah, it's probably there.
This is beginning to smell a whole lot like wild goose, kid.
Look, the treasure was never in Scotland, okay?
Then what was the point of all that, huh? Of the St. Dismas
Look,
cross?
it's like I said. I think Avery was recruiting people. The cross was an invitation. The caves were just some sort of initiation.
Oh, so we all passed, huh?
Congrats, Victor. We get eye patches and parrots now.
I don't get it. Why the hell would they go to all that bother just to weed people out?
To protect himself. Look, Avery was the most wanted man in the world at that time. He had to enlist people that he could trust in order to keep their treasure secret.
What do you mean, their treasure?
Just think about this. Thomas, too, was a successful pirate in his own right. What would he possibly stand to gain from joining Avery? I think Avery sent out crosses only to the other wealthy pirates like himself. What if they pooled and hid all their treasure together?
That would make the Gunsway all look like chump change.
Exactly.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, so where exactly in Madagascar are we going?
Kings Bay. It was an old pirate haven back in Avery's time.
I know it well. It's a big place. Anything more specific?
Well, that map chamber completely caved in, so, you know. What are you laughing about?
The people who survived the caves, the recruits. What's the one thing they would have left with?
There's a volcano on this.
There's a volcano near Kings Bay. Which means we need to get a move on.
Oh boy.
Hey! Hey, Nate?
Hi, honey.
Oh, hi, I've been trying to get a hold of you. Are you okay?
Yeah, of course. What do you mean?
Well, you know, the news, there's been all that flooding. Maybe going to Malaysia during the monsoon season wasn't such a good idea.
Yeah, right. Right, yeah, it grounded us for sure. Had some equipment failure, but, no one's hurt or anything.
Well, as long as you guys are safe. So, are you going to start work tomorrow?
Postponed, actually. Looks like we're gonna need maybe another 10 days or so.
Ugh, 10 days? Hey, well, why don't I just, go ahead and buy a ticket then?
You don't have to do that. That's fine. I mean, these guys always overestimate things. So I'm sure it'll be less time than that.
Okay, well, don't rush. Make sure that you're safe.
Oh, I will. Always do. Listen, I'm sorry. I gotta go. Jameson's calling me over.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too.
Elena is an awesome girl. Why are you lying to her like that? She saved your life multiple times. Elena is the best. God damn it.
What are the satellites saying, Victor?
Right now, not a goddamn thing. I've lost the signal.
Hey, you know what never loses signal? Paper. All right, this route right here should take us straight to the volcano. Might get a little bumpy, though.
Let's get the show on the road.
Okay.
All right.
Chapter 10.
So, what are we looking for out here?
Well, the map
12
shows all
towers.
these structures around the volcano. Some abandoned outposts, a handful of watchtowers.
Watchtowers?
Avery was the most wanted man in the world, so if he was hiding something out here, it makes sense he'd need lookouts. And one of those towers is right on the volcano.
With Avery's treasure.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we're gonna pause here. It's been a bit of a session, so until next time, please do like, subscribe. There's gonna be more episodes. We're gonna be finishing this, and after this, it's gonna be, as I planned, Lost Legacy. So thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching. Till next time, as always, it's the stories that we play. See you around.